Good morning, guys. Jane Ferrano here. How's everyone doing? I'm just trying to get a little comfortable. I realize as I always start these videos, I never really look around me to see what's in the view. So I just sit down and do these. So don't worry about my broom in the background, and my house is pretty clean, so it's okay. I'm just going to talk to you from the heart today. I think all of us, and I don't think, I know that every single one of us has had true hardship come in our life at one time or another. I know I have. I've shared some of that with you, with my husband having severe arthritis pain that required back surgeries and hip replacements, and in the middle of all that, lost a very high-paying job, and he had to kind of start over again and reinvent himself. He is a pilot, and we had a rough 3 years, really, with all of those things, and we had just built our dream house. Let me add that to it. So, pretty good sized mortgage. The reason I'm sharing that with you is because of this, a lot of people have come to me and they've said, how the heck did you get through it and still be happy? Like, you always seemed really pretty happy. My kids even say it, and they're very close to me. My best friends say it. And the truth of the matter is, because 90% of the time, I stayed happy, and so did my husband. And I share this with you pretty regularly because I know that life throws us some really big curveballs sometimes. We're just trying to get through life, and we're trying to be happy, and we're trying to just enjoy things, and then bam, something really bad happens, and you're like, oh my gosh, Jane, how am I supposed to ever be happy through this? Well, let me tell you something that somebody shared with me, and I think that it really stuck with me. First of all, when something really big happens, give yourself permission to grieve that situation. Like, we cannot just possibly be on cloud nine every minute of every day and nothing gets us down and we're just, happy-go-lucky. That almost becomes weird, right? We are human beings. We have emotions. We have things that get us down. So it's a little bit unusual for somebody to really admit this and say to you, and I wish I had had people say this to me, and this is why I share it with you. Because inspiring people, to me, always had their act together all the time, 100% of the way. And I'm telling you, that is just not true. I know a lot of them. I have a lot of friends that are very big names in the industry. We all have bad days. We all have life situations that hit us head on, and you're like, bam, I can't handle this. But you know what the difference is? And this is so important. We get up the next day and we go, okay, you know what? I had my little pity party. I felt sorry for myself. Yes, this really sucks. But what am I gonna do today to make it better? See, this is the key. You can't wallow in it. You can't stay in it. You can't go get depressed and just let that circle down, because a man can it. You can find yourself on the couch in a really big way, or sleeping too much, or not being willing to get up, because the burdens of life can get strong and get heavy. And I'm telling you, if you're struggling with any of these things right now, please listen. I know what I'm talking about. I've been there and I've done it, and there were days I didn't want to. There were days that I lived in fear. There were days that fear just kind of took over my mind. You hear me? But the difference is, I didn't stay there. And how did I not stay there? I got up and I got out of the house and I moved and I did something to get my mind off my problems. Don't just sit in the house, or don't get with your friends and just over and over and over. Just talk about it, talk about it, talk about it. It gives it power, it feeds it, and it keeps your mind just going, oh my gosh, I can't survive this, it's so bad. Take a deep breath, stop talking, stop thinking about it to the best of your ability, and go out. Get out there, do your day. Go be happy. Go walk in nature. Go listen to some fun music. Go watch a good movie. Go have fun with a friend. Go out for a couple of drinks. Don't drive. Don't drink and drive. But really, think of your right now. What is happening right now? Am I going to make it? from this moment to the next. Yes, you will. Even if it's some really serious health issues. You know what the number one cure is for a bad health? Is a positive mindset. People have been cured miraculously from some really life-threatening illnesses due to shifting their mindset. So I don't care what it is in your life, there is always a way out. There is always hope. Listen to me, there's always hope. There's a new day. Something else can change. But the only way that that can happen is if you live in a positive mindset. You have to be grateful that you have breath to breathe. And I'm telling you, there were days that I was like, you know what? I'm just glad to be alive. I'm glad that I have feet that work. I'm glad that I have my health. I have the ability to go make things happen for myself and for my husband. I don't need to just sit here and wallow in my misery, right? Go be happy. Commit to happiness every day. Commit to happiness. You know what? No matter what's going on in my life, no matter what is going on in my life, I will be okay. And I'm just going to go be happy. Go do what makes you happy. The rest will kind of fall in its place. Cast your cares upon Jesus. He wants them. He wants to take them. But when you cast them, you can't give them to him and then pick them right back up and start worrying about it. That's not casting. I had to learn that the hard way. It means letting it go, giving it to God, letting him take care of it, and you just go about being happy, right? I know that sounds so impossible when you're in the midst of a really serious situation, but I promise you, I've done it. So is my husband. We made a commitment to happiness, and every day we talk to each other and we just said, you know what, no matter what happens, we have each other and we will be fine. And to this day, we are living the life of our dreams. He has his dream job. I have mine. I am so happy. Our finances are fantastic, better than before. I mean, like, we just sat and talked about it the other day and said, how did all this happen? Like, sometimes when you're in the midst of it, you can't see the miracle that is happening. But when you get on the other side, you're like, wow, God really took care of us. He took care of us in a miraculous way. And someday I'm really going to take the time to share that story, but it's a long story. God miraculously took care of us. He healed our hearts. He healed our minds. And he made us happy and thankful and grateful. But we have made the intention every day to do that for ourselves and to cast our cares upon our Lord and to go about and be happy. I hope this is touching somebody's heart today, because man, being depressed and sad and just miserable is so unhappy. And because of all of the things that I've gone through in my life, and I've learned how to do these things, that's why I'm passing it on, people. This is just passing on what I've learned. If you're having a rough day, make a commitment to happiness. Be grateful. Pray, meditate, and go about your life and be happy. Go do something fun. Get out of your house. Don't sit there and be depressed. Get out of your bed. Get off your couch. Whatever you need to do. Go and be blessed. I love you all. Thank you so much for listening. Share this with a friend that you think could use this word of encouragement today. That's what this is all about. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.